With everyone having to stay away from each other in 2020, conventions and events just couldn't happen. I used to go to events like every other weekend. Either I'm at an anime convention or hanging out at a Smash Bros tournament, or both, like running the Smash section of MomoCon. But that all came to a big pause. I do miss going to events. A couple conventions switched over to an online con for the year, such as FanFest 2021. That was my first FanFest and I enjoyed it, but I don't think I enjoyed it as much as I would have if it was offline. MomoCon did the same and held a virtual version. It was mainly broadcasts and live streams. These online cons felt no different than watching any other Twitch stream. It's still entertaining, but one of the best parts of going to a convention is hanging out with your friends, new people, and just kind of wandering around, exploring and chatting together. Going to a panel or having some rest in the cafeteria, and that huge component was missing. I was thinking about how you can integrate that to an online convention. Maybe there can be a space open in VR chat for us to explore. But so far, no online event was able to capture the feeling and essence of an offline event for me until LunarCon. LunarCon is an in-game convention created and ran by a variety streamer Shenpai from July 30th to August 1st, 2021. LunarCon utilizes Final Fantasy XIV, Discord, and Twitch marvelously for the event. You hang out in-game near the Shen FC place at its main area. There are additional residential plots used as different areas of the con, like the secondary convention hall, maid cafe, panel room, and all that. And while you're running around in all these places, you open up Twitch to watch the main events. There were performances, art contests, a feast tournament, an auction, a bunch of stuff. And if you want to socialize, you can hop onto Discord and join the text chat or a voice call. This setup was perfect, and I feel like it really captured what makes a convention so great. You got all these events to watch or partake in, or you could just hang outside and that's fun in itself. A lot of the fun comes from random, unexpected silliness by just hanging around all these people who share the same love you have for the game Final Fantasy XIV. It was so much like an offline convention that the main convention hall would fill up and you'd have to stand in line. It's just like real life, except in real life, you stood out in the hot-ass summer heat wave. I'd know, I waited like 3 hours to get inside Anime Expo, and I can confirm that waiting in line by resting comfortably in your own home is a lot better than standing for hours while you're getting burnt crisp by the summer sun. My favorite part of a convention is usually the panels. I love listening to someone's insightful knowledge on a topic or their stories and experiences in whatever they do. So I attended a couple panels too, the crafting one and of course the video creating one by JoeCat and Denmo. It is just a Twitch stream, but I also get to sit down in the game and it increases my immersion. This convention was so much like an official major event that at the end of day 3 when the staff were giving their closing ceremonies, it got emotional, like FanFest. Like I know hella people are crying watching. There was a number of contests too, drawings, screenshots, videos, live skits, stuff like that. And me wanting to enter them is what locked me into attending this con, but I didn't find out about them until a week before they had to be submitted. It was a particularly busy week for me, but my friends and I managed to finish them in time still. We entered the screenshot contest because that's an easy one. I took a couple of photos in the game. I liked this one, but I didn't submit because I thought it was generic. Someone's character just looking into the background. Come on man, I can do better. So I picked this instead because I thought it'd be humorous and it required like a group effort. And then all the top 3 winners were a character looking into the background. I mean, that's fine, but I could have just taken a screenshot of the last frame of my AMV entry video instead, and that would have had a better chance. Speaking of which, the AMV Contest is where I put the most effort into though. My group and I spent like a week on the AMV video, and I was busy for like most of that week. And even just trying to find time for when all 4 of us were free to shoot some of those shots was not easy. But the end product was pretty decent and we managed to get first for it. And when LunarCon was showcasing all the entries and they got to my video, the live chat was really nice to read. A lot of people left a lot of positive comments and I'm really thankful for that. I was actually kind of nervous that the video wouldn't be received too well for some reason. Also, I really wish I was in the audience when they were revealing the winners, but unfortunately I was outside during those hours. Also, random, but an old Mario ROM hack YouTuber I used to watch as a kid commented on that video, and that was freaking hype. One of the reasons I entered the AMV contest was partially to get some new eyes on my channel and meet new people, and it worked since 420 views right now is like 16 times more views than the average 20 views I've been getting, so that's awesome too. Actually, more than that video, our entry for the Machinima Contest got like 2,000 views, though admittedly I didn't really work on that one, since I was mostly occupied with the AMV and that week's obligations. My friends actually put together the video while I was away. They even edited the video and I just touched up on it a bit at the end. That video got second place in the Machinima Contest, which is awesome, even if there were only just 3 entries. I'm proud of them. Also, the first place winner of that contest has a video that's like on a whole different level. I mean, look at this quality. Look at how many people were involved. I chatted with the creator of this video before the convention started, and they're a very humble and passionate person. They actually thought they wouldn't win first place because of too much heavy G-shade, and they meant that genuine, you know? I'm like, bro, you definitely won. Like, there's no way you didn't win. G-Shade was allowed for the Machinima Contest as it's considered more of a filter, although G-Shade was not allowed for the AMV Contest, which would have made my video look better, but it's fine. It made me experiment more with G-pose and lighting. There was another rule about only using music from Final Fantasy XIV or music that is completely royalty free. I don't know if every entry followed that rule though. I mean, I guess I don't care since I won, but dang, if someone broke that rule and won over me, I would have been livid. I'll go for that DQ, but we're good. But going back to that first place Machinima video by Magitech Productions, I'm just gonna point out that this video ends on a cliffhanger. There's not even an ending yet to this story, so there's gotta be a part 2, right? Who knows what will happen in part 2? You might even see a familiar favorite bunny.
Oh my god, it's Bugs Bunny!
Yeah.
Roof party? Oh right, I think I saw this on Shin's Twitter.
Oh, like some random dude up on the roof.
Oh wait, maybe this is not a thing anymore? Maybe they fixed it already. Wait, there is a... Wait, I'm friends with that person!
Wait, the person on the roof?
Yeah, I'm like, get up on the roof!
Hold on. I want up on the roof.
Yeah, Dale!
Some of you may have noticed that there were people on the roof of the main convention hall during day 2 and 3. Specifically, you saw me on the roof and balcony. You may be wondering how I got up there since there's no housing items you can jump on to actually get up. This is usually a trade secret, but I'll let you in on it. It's actually a LunarCon exclusive out of bounds trick. And I'm serious about that, it won't work anymore. Because LunarCon had so many people around the LunarCon estates, this is what happened to me. It's not still congested, is it? Oh, where the fuck is this?
Don't you remember Manly Man?
Hey, where's the house? Wait. Where?
You just, what the fuck did you just do? You passed through the house. You went through the house.
Shh. This stays between you and me. At the end of the show, they announced LunarCon 2022 next year. Now, it was pretty crowded this year. I can't imagine what next year will be like after the release of Endwalker and the addition of data center travel. And then if Asmongold enters the picture somehow, there's no way that the entire server is going to handle it. Regardless, I look forward to attending and seeing how next year's event will go. LunarCon 2021 was really great. Final Fantasy XIV's official FanFest online in 2021 was cool, but it didn't feel like a convention, because it wasn't. LunarCon was a convention, the biggest and best in-game convention yet. As someone who's been to a lot of conventions, I left very satisfied. More importantly, there's a lot more people who don't get to go to as many events as I do usually. In fact, for a lot of people, this was their first convention, and I could tell that these people experience the same amount of fun and joy that I feel whenever I attend Anime Expo or MomoCon with my friends. You know, I kinda wanna host my own Final Fantasy event now. A Final Fantasy and a Super Smash Bros. Event, in person, that's partnered with Square Enix. If only I can host one, and it doesn't immediately get cancelled because of 2020.